Okay, now we will look for Power VM Allocation Policy Migration Abstract.java. Why we are using this file? You can see in description also. A class of an abstract Power VM allocation policy that dynamically optimizes the VM allocation using migration tool. Here you will migrate virtual machine from overloaded host, from underloaded host to the preferred one to achieve the goal of dynamic consolidation of virtual machine. Okay. This is Power VM allocation policy migration. No need to go for technicality of this. What you will do, if you want to develop an VM placement algorithm, you will look for certain functions. You need to edit those functions as per your algorithm to achieve the dynamic consolidation of virtual machine. This is optimize allocation method. Here your simulation will start when this function will be called. Okay, now get migration map from underutilized host. See this one, underutilized host. When we are doing dynamic consolidation, we are doing what? We are transferring all virtual machine from underutilized host. We are going to transfer all some selected virtual machines from overloaded host. After collecting all of them, we are making a queue, and then each virtual machine will be transferred to the selected one. This is a simple way to achieve dynamic consolidation. Now scroll down, you will look for this function, find host for VM. See from where it will be called. Call hierarchy. We can see this function has been called by find host for VM, some function. Another call hierarchy is this get new VM placement. So get new VM placement. What is that function? Get new VM placement. Get new VM placement from underutilized host. So you need to look these two functions. First, we will look for get new VM placement. Get a new VM placement. This function call find host for VM. Now you can see excluded host and VM is the argument for this function, and allocated host has been returned after calling this function. Now, what does this function say? We will navigate it and go to source. This is the source of this function. In CloudSim, our aware best fit decreasing method has been used to find the desired host for the selected VM. Power aware best fit decreasing mean it is a heuristic method. And when you are going to develop your own method, you need to work for this function. Here you can see the entire code is based on PABFD, Power Aware Best Fit Decreasing method. But if you want to design your own code, you need to develop such function that is find host for VM. You can replace this entire code by your own function. You need to do what? You need to call virtual machine. You need to call excluded host, and you need to return allocated host. Allocated host is what? Allocated host is that host which shall be allocated for the virtual machine. Here we can say migrating virtual machine, which is going to migrate. So here you can see how does PABFD work. It starts with virtual machine which shall be placed. From where this virtual machine has been called, just go for call hierarchy. You can see here find host for VM, some function called this find host for VM function. Again, we will go for call hierarchy. allocate host for VM. Find host for. You can see this function. Overall, we need to work on this function only. Please remember, when we are placing virtual machine from overloaded host, we will see this function, get new VM place. How does it work? A list has been prepared by some function already. A list of virtual machines. Virtual machine from where? Virtual machine from overloaded host. See, how does it work? This entire DCVM look for those virtual machine, look for those hosts which are overloaded, and it will extract some certain virtual machines from there, prepare a list, and after preparation of that list, it will store all these files, all these lists into VMs to migrate. This is the list that is named as VMs to migrate. From this list, each VM shall be called in find host for VM method. You can see a for loop. VMs to migrate. It means from VMs to migrate list, we are taking one VM and placing that VM in find host for VM. And here we have some certain list of excluded hosts. Excluded hosts are those hosts which are not overloaded, which are not underloaded. It means we have to inform the system that these are the certain hosts, then those are not overloaded and not underloaded. Now it will call find host for VM method. And when it will call find host for VM method, you can see here, that is power aware best fit decreasing method. This is the code for power aware best fit decreasing method. How does it work? You can see here, it will look for that host which has minimum power increment after placing some certain virtual machine. This is how it works. You need to place your own algorithm here. Whatever, it will be based on ant colony optimization, it will be based on genetic algorithm,